And yes, we're back again on the Honest Game. It's been a while, but we're here to show you how it goes. Here with me, Lekan, Oyen, aka Ibrahim 2.0, and the man himself, Patrick.
I said my whole name.
Let's go, guys.
So I think the first thing we was going to get into today was everyone's leaving the Saudi League at the moment. So what are you man saying? Because I'm hearing Henderson's leave. My views, innit? Henderson can't go. Like, I'm hearing that you have to, when you go to Dubai or anywhere in the Middle East, well, other places, you get a tax. He wouldn't have to pay income tax on his tax if he fulfills his contract with, I don't know what team he went to.
Heavy take or something like that.
Yeah, but obviously he's heavy take. But he's obviously gone to what's it called again? He's gone to wherever he's gone to, but he wants to come back earlier. And if he fulfills one more year, bro, he gets his full wages. He doesn't have to pay any tax on it and all that stuff. And I hear people say, obviously the LGBTQ situation that was going on, obviously he was representing one end and now people feel he betrayed. Obviously, I'm not going to go into that detail. But I just feel like if my kids and everything's not adjusting to the life in Saudi, I'm sending them back home and I'm making... The whole reason why we came here was to make money. Why am I leaving early? And then I'm going to have to pay 45% of that on tax.
So...
And obviously, yeah.
So has any press conference or anything come out as to the
I think he signed the contract with Ajax.
So he just said that, I'm out.
Yeah, I feel like... I heard that one of the things was the standard of football was a bit low. Everything else was... Yeah, and I heard that his family wasn't really adjusting to the Saudi life, innit?
So the thing with me is what people need to realise, and like when you're professional and all of that, but you see anything that comes with large money comes with like a clause. Like, they're going to give you all of that money, but it's not going to be rosy. Like, Ronaldo could probably be going through the same exact thing, but the way he's dealing with it, the way he's covering it up is different from how Henderson is doing it. Like, your family's not adjusting and stuff like that, but you knew that when you signed a contract. You knew that you're going to the Saudi League. Like, a lot of laws are put into place. A lot of things, like, are different from England. And you've come from a Champions League, Premier League winning team to go there. So if you're going there, we're thinking you're trying to end your career there and then come back to the ends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, I agree with you. I don't think he should have just left and then signed for Ajax, because then what was the point? You should have just stayed in Liverpool and grinded it out then.
Yeah, I just think when you're going to them places, and I definitely think like if I was in them situations, obviously I'll go to Saudi towards the end of my career. I might even go in the middle of my career. It just depends how the football's going in it. Because at the end of the day, it's money in it.
Yeah, but era changes,
Let me just say something. Like I just checked something. To go back to your point about him getting paid, he didn't receive payment at all. He hasn't been paid in his first 6 months there to defer taxes from the UK.
No, he has.
He hasn't. I'm reading right now.
So
he hasn't been paid yet for the first 6 months.
So what on then?
So he is basically paying for free.
No, he is going to get paid.
He is going, but he hasn't been paid.
We don't know how the payment schedule works, but all I know is from his wages for the 6 months he's been there, he's going to have to be taxed 45%. Unless he fulfills his 2 years.
So obviously for the 6 months that he's doing, obviously he's going to get paid for, but prior to that, he hasn't, the money hasn't
I don't know how the schedule works.
How the schedule works,
been the thing where at the end
but you
of
see
the
how
month,
in the UK, obviously, they get paid monthly, you get paid weekly, how would they get paid? That didn't happen for him.
But I think at the end of the year, he's going to get paid.
That's affecting his decision to.
No, I think he just wants to, possibly, and also El Etifak, I can't pronounce it. Sorry, guys. Steven Gerrard's team. Very poor. They're just extremely poor.
I think I just think you know what you're going to when you go there.
I mean, I can at least.
Obviously, I'm going there for the P in it.
There's several reasons why I feel like he's leaving. Like you got to take into consideration, like every single man's different, innit? He might be a certain man that he might be a certain man.
You know them man that love the BLTs and that still the English.
He's like, you went to the shop and he asked for it. He said, yeah, that's it.
No BLT. But yeah, he might be that type of person that wants his family around, innit? So
his family is there.
No, in terms of like, let's say for example, although his family is there, his family isn't adjusting to it, etc. But he might be a family man. So you see when you're saying that he should just send his family...
He's making family decisions.
Basically. Yeah, exactly. He might just...
You're making... Okay, cool. Let me say this.
Not just that. And then the next thing is, the Saudi league in itself, it's not really as competitive in comparison to the Premier League. And XYZ leagues out there. So obviously he's thinking about the Euros that's coming up as well. How is he gonna get into the England squad? Now, obviously we know that Southgate loves of his trusted players. Let's put it like that. But the media are now like they're staking a claim in terms of is Jordan Henderson really able to get into that team with the likes of Jude Bellingham, Foden, and Declan Rice.
He shouldn't though.
He shouldn't.
No,
he shouldn't. But I think the experience.
Even if he goes,
he's in his 30s. This is going to be his last year.
He's past 30.
Yeah, but this is going to be his last. What's it called? England competition. His last national competition. So
and you chose to go Saudi.
That was a silly move.
It wasn't a silly move.
I feel like
it was a silly
I feel like the era changes.
Should I tell you why I say get paid?
I feel like the era changes though, innit? But sorry, bro. I feel like the era changes because at one point it was like everyone's gone to China. You know, like didn't Drogba go China as well?
I know. I know Oscar went to China.
Ramirez went.
I think Drogba did go China.
Yeah, and
Drogba went to China. Yeah,
you get it, and they were throwing out dumb numbers like 500k a week and that like.
Simba!
The cat nearly died. The cat was actually
and we don't
in time.
As you can see, we let the cat do it once because no quite Zuma.
Hey, this is an animal-friendly zone.
Yeah, no word.
So what are you saying?
Yeah, so I feel like the era changes, innit? Like China were throwing like 500k a week and that.
Yeah, back then
them type of numbers. So, but then I feel like when they're doing it, they're trying to make the quality of the league
better.
So like I feel like Saudi genuinely thought like the quality of the league will be better, but then they're only like collecting superstars into like the top flight teams.
I still think
obviously they
to be fair, like I have a friend. Let me explain. I have a friend.
I have
a friend who coaches with what's his team called? Not Al Nassr, sorry. One of the Saudi teams. I can't remember what the team is. And they just got Andre Gray.
Okay.
He just signed for them. So they are trying to get Andre Gray is not the biggest name of players, but we all know he's played in the Premier League. He's a bit proven within a professional system. So there's a balance within players. Obviously, the news is only going to speak about the top level players, just like in the Premier League, you're going to talk about top level players, which is expected. So I think there is a consistency there. And yes, they are trying to sort of like balance out the qualities of players at each club as well. But I think overall, just in general, I read a little article saying that Firmino is not necessarily happy with the fact that there's not enough fans in the stadiums. It's only for big games and only to watch particular type of players, like when Ronaldo's playing, Al Nassr playing. That's literally where you're going to get a full stadium. You also hear that Benzema, for example, is putting a bit of weight because the competition.
Which is natural.
Which is natural. But then in Europe, you're not going to get it, obviously, because the standard of football is much higher. And I just feel like for Jordan Henderson and a few other stars, they're just looking at, I hear it, money's great, but, this is not 10 years ago where you retire at 33. 10 years ago, players they're done. Players are going up towards almost late 40s.
I don't think you want to pick her up, bro.
Doesn't make sense. She's the wrong one you want to pick up. Because you will end up in A&E.
And you end up with...
Yeah, so that's just my point is that I think they're realising that they still have a lot more left in them. Someone like Benzema can still come to the Premier League and play at some sort of level, for example, or go to a high level within Europe and still play, maybe not Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, money is great, but now they're like, the competition is not as great. So,
and I think in regards to what you're saying, that actually is detrimental for the Saudi league as well.
100%.
In so many ways, because then it's like there's now less attraction. So Saudi, they're losing out. Yeah,
but then you have someone like Ronaldo, who's the icon. So Ronaldo is always still going to attract.
But there's a difference with Ronaldo. Ronaldo's got mentality that I feel like.
But he's an icon, not the
what I'm trying to say is Ronaldo. I don't think Ronaldo will end his contract and go to another team because at the end of the day, I feel like Ronaldo is someone,
he respects himself as well.
He respects not just himself but the club as well.
He signed for.
That's how I see Ronaldo. He's a very professional player. He's a professional guy, and I feel like with the likes of Henderson, it's not really professional from him. You had a commitment in terms of I don't know if it's a 2 year or 1 year an additional, but that commitment, you stick by it.
Yeah.
I feel like the thing about Ronaldo is Ronaldo's just not Ronaldo. Like Ronaldo is a brand.
Yeah.
So it's
That's true.
Yeah, so it's just like you're saying, him like packing out stadiums and stuff like that, like that's normal because that's his brand. You get it? Like his name in itself, his name is arguably probably on the same level as the club's name.
Yeah, if not.
If not,
Yeah,
And what? No, it was. It is.
I think
It
his name
is.
is above the
yeah,
it
and,
is above the
and
club,
that
yeah.
sounds mad. And that sounds mad. Like no disrespect to the Al Nassr, but like that's just how it is, innit? So even if they're giving him all that money and that, they're gonna make that back in tickets, ticket sales, shirt
I don't
sales.
think they made that much in tickets. So
Well,
I don't think it's profitable. I think they're just because obviously I think the government there's been they've given either 17 billion or something around that number. Man says it could be less than that, probably at 1.7 or any number in it to put towards sports for the country. So that's why they've got a big budget for the whole. It's like
About 3
it's
billion
like,
or something like
yeah,
that.
the government giving money to the FA or not just the FA to sports for the whole country to just improve
it,
sports in
promote
general.
it.
So that's why they've got this. I don't think they don't pack out stadiums in. But to just quickly move on, the reason why I didn't get Henderson is you played football in Qatar in the World Cup. You kind of should know what you was heading into.
that's a bit.
That's a valid.
No, but then you're not playing
then-
against
no, but then the
other
wages he was
Saudi
getting-
players. You're playing against other nations.
but I meant
so,
life in
No, in
Saudi.
terms of life.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, fair
you
enough.
get what I mean? And I feel like, and then
Fair
I don't know what
enough.
he was getting. I think I don't know. Was it 700k or 500k?
Allegedly 700.
K like
A week.
Yeah.
Henderson.
I
Allegedly.
think it's less.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
700.
hey,
He was getting a mad thing.
Hey, bun adapted, bro. I'm staying there.
No,
What?
like, as in misses. It's like obviously if they're from Liverpool, you guys go back home. I wouldn't bring I wouldn't move my kids and my family out there anyway.
Yeah, no.
You get what I mean? I'll let them, but I'm just gonna go and
Business
soldier it
venture.
out for
Yeah,
2 years.
yeah,
Like 2 years,
word.
I'll come back on holidays.
Yeah, no, word.
Or you guys
listen.
fly out on on
Holidays
half
as well.
terms.
Holidays.
And you come see dad, and because dad's making 700k.
Yeah.
That's you come see that because that's like 700.
No. It's actually far lower than 700k.
How much is he on?
It's like 350 or something.
Probably, yeah, because we need to remember Liverpool weren't paying him that great of a deal.
Yeah.
Liverpool
So
were paying him
li-
like 60 or 80.
he was probably getting like nothing more than 120k at Liverpool. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So if he's earning 300k, that's
Wait,
astronomical for him.
If he's
And that's
getting
tax-free.
120, Sancho was getting 3/5.
Yeah, but
Goes to
Sancho-
350.
Sancho's
He's
a
getting
different-
he's getting 350 a week. But I
Sancho's
assume
a different game,
the package in whole is probably worth around 700k. But his wages per week is 350k.
But yeah.
Tax free. That's what he's actually getting. So
But yeah.
that's more relative. And I think obviously because Saudi League has this connotation around it about being this super rich, which they are obviously. So sometimes media outlets do tend to lie, which we're aware of, about certain ways just to get the views in, innit? So
yeah, no,
I think obviously that has an effect. But overall, footballing reason and sporting reasons, I think, he's making the right decision for himself. I think financial purposes, I would say, but he has enough money. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yeah,
he has money. He wants to play football.
I think
like he said, he wants to
Why
get
did he
to
go in
the
the first place?
Yeah,
He wants
then if
to
he
go
has
to-
enough money.
Why did he go in the
because
first place?
reason, if you remember, he wasn't offered a new contract at Liverpool, I don't believe.
Yeah.
So
But
I was-
I'm not gonna lie.
And
Because
Steven Gerrard
no,
sold
no.
him a project, his friend.
So
you don't think wages have anything to do with it?
Of course it did, but listen,
of course.
Steven
I think
Gerrard
wages-
called.
I think
Listen,
75%.
listen.
That's why he went.
No, but if Steven Gerrard's calling me, you're my boy. Let's say you're managing.
Okay,
Whatever club.
you wanna do this?
You're shouting me.
So you're gonna do a proper conversation. Steven Gerrard calls Jordan Henderson.
Say, brother,
You're
see this project.
By the way,
You're right,
and
mate.
by the way-
And then
and by the way-
he said, "Can you get me on them crazy contracts?" That's what I'll say to a normal. And then when you say, "Yeah, I can get you on one of them crazy contracts,"
Yeah, bro, I'm there.
Oh,
Once
yeah.
he keep getting me one of them.
Hey, buddy, yeah, mate.
Yeah, first class.
Is I hear it, but I'm just
No,
saying.
that's what I said. I feel
Yes,
like he had
but
a
the
relaxed
clubs-
conversation.
I
with
feel like
Gerrard.
at the end of the day, we always kind of
All the managers in Saudi know why. Everyone in Saudi knows why they're
money.
Everyone, and I think it's the African players that come straight forward with
Like
it.
I said, you
Like,
can't buy money. You can't.
know-
You can't take trophies and
you
buy
know,
food.
like, and I think even
can't take trophies to the supermarket.
Mitrovic came out and said
you
it.
can't.
Said that, yeah, we're
I'm
here for
changing
the
my
money.
family's life. I'm changing my
Yeah,
family's
no,
life.
but I ain't gonna lie, they don't even sign African players like that anyways.
I
It's
think
like,
they got a couple: Mendy, Igalo,
Koulibaly,
Koulibaly,
They got,
Frank Kessié.
Mane.
Mane.
They have,
They do have
And
they
they've
have,
got more
Kessie.
lower, obviously less like big
But
name.
then you know what's so funny, like, and this is what I'm saying. So even if he's worried about the quality and that, like, I'll go like, hey, this just says a lot about Henderson.
but you need to understand they're
because,
playing for the
like,
money.
Yeah, but he didn't even get
But
into like
what-
something like
but
Al
what-
Nassr or that.
But
like.
what? No, because it works differently. They can't all sign.
They can't all sign
They
for
need
that
to
one.
break
No,
out.
but then they've broken it up. But again, the top flight teams have the best.
To be fair, it's like what I was about to even go on.
Yeah, but
to me, the Premier League is the same thing.
The
Premier League standards have dropped altogether. Obviously, I don't know. You can't talk about that.
No, I mean he's talking about high level state players.
No, but I'm talking about players getting paid crazy wages in the Premier League, and the quality of the Premier League has dropped. That's to the point that
I disagree.
No, to the point that smaller teams now, it's now more 11v11 instead of the top 6 different. Like everyone
is that saying the standards is reduced or improved? What you're saying is backwards,
You're thinking the standards have increased from the bottom teams. I don't genuinely think that. I genuinely think the standards from the top teams have decreased.
Bro, the mid-table Premier League teams can win.
Mid-table
Premier League teams.
Bro, that's impossible.
Listen to West Ham won Conference League.
So let me explain this.
Go on.
If the standards of these small teams have gotten better, none of them have still leveled up with Man City.
Of course they wouldn't, because like Man City also improving.
No, but you're not understanding. Why is the top teams in the top 6 dropped? They dropped. Their standards have dropped. Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea. Their standards have dropped to these man. They haven't.
Maybe Chelsea.
Maybe Man
United and Chelsea.
Obviously, Arsenal's come back again.
Okay, I begin to say in terms of
teams. I'm telling you, the top 6 team standards at Man City. And if Man City like regularly lost games and stuff like that, then I'll say, cool, they've risen their thing. I genuinely think.
Can I say something?
Teams have gone low.
Wait, can I say something? Shall I tell you why I disagree? Yeah. Hey, shout out Andy Carroll. Yeah. Fam, no disrespect to Andy Carroll, but West Ham, back in the day, who's their man leading the line?
Andy Carroll.
Now these man got bread to buy Kudus and that, bro. You cannot tell me the lower teams have not risen up, bro. Look at their back 4, bro. Ward-Prowse is a world-class centre mid, bro. I'm not saying like
what you're not understanding is Mohamed Kudus. He's a cold player, but what I'm trying to say to you is that all these players that are getting signed. Still, one that back in the day, bro.
Payet.
But they still couldn't do enough because the top 6 was still the top 6.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But then what I'm saying is, but then they are the lower teams for a reason. But they're still their level is increasing, bro. Because at the end of the day, for example, why did West Ham?
My question is, can any of them reach Man City?
Bro,
no one can.
Can the top 6 reach Man City?
No, and we used to be on the same level as them. Manchester United used to be toe-to-toe with Man City. Man City's quality.
No, what you're saying, because Manchester United,
you're kind of...
Your pace kind of weak, bro. Man City's quality's always been high. Mancini came to effect. Don't say. 1 Yaya Toure was there. Mancini was there and they won the Premier League.
What are you talking about? Man City hasn't always been higher.
No. Pep Guardiola changed their style of football, but Man City were all... From when Mancini came... And they won the Premier League. So that's when the league. They won the league. And thinking, that's 2 seasons. Oh no, it started when they beat us in the FA Cup. Before even they won the Premier League. Paul Scholes had to come out of retirement. They became more of a big class name. Listen to their all or nothing. Certain man was coming in the change room. Mancini, you know they had likes of Aguero, David Silva, Yaya Toure, company. Zabaleta. They weren't a weak squad. Then they started getting those other names, Negredo, all them man. They were preparate. They became an efficient top.
They had a poor side though.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Then they were on the come up, but they still wasn't on par with the likes of Chelsea, Manchester United. Arsenal were just doing their nonsense still, but they were still a top squad.
Leave my team alone.
Liverpool dropped out of it as well. I'm trying to use an example. Liverpool dropped out from years ago. Then Liverpool had to rise their standards again, where these teams can't ramp around with them. I'm telling you, if Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, if Man United and Chelsea, I can't even include. If Man United and Chelsea was to raise their standards, bro, see all this top 4 nonsense, it will be done. It will be sorted. Like you will know. It will be.
I hear what you said because here this year, right now, even though Man United, perfect example, Sunday's game against Tottenham. They were talking about how good Tottenham was, but they're forgetting how dead Man United is. Like, even though Man United have been in such a bad position for such a long period of time, but every time a team beats, apart from City. City's the only team where they're like, City just walked all of us. And maybe Liverpool. Even Liverpool, people are still shocked. When you talk about Arsenal beat Man United, when you talk about Liverpool sometimes beat Man United. Or not even taking Liverpool, Tottenham beat Man United, sorry.
No, but you can take Arsenal out of there.
No, you can't take Arsenal.
Shall I tell you why?
No,
because our record
Let me learn.
That sort of thing.
Tottenham against Man United, and then you talk about Arsenal against Man United. When you split those 2 teams, maybe not Liverpool and Man City, because those teams they've been doing their thing. You'll see that what Ian is saying in that aspect. I get what he's saying, because Man United, they've been very, very poor, very poor. But yet teams get very excited. They speak in such. They're like, "Oh, yeah, we played Man United. Yeah, we drew against Man United. Oh my gosh, this play." Tottenham, perfect example, bro. Ray Keane said it best. You drew 2-2 with a very shit team. You was
I'm
excited.
telling you.
So the moment Man United, if Man United increases, if
Chelsea,
increase the standard, bro, Arsenal are not going to be where they are, bro.
No. Arsenal still be good. Arsenal still be on top
You'll be
side.
alright. You'll be
Arsenal
okay.
be on top side, but they deep it. Man, see, no, at the moment, the deep it. The top teams is what's called again? Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool.
And Arsenal.
If Man United and Chelsea stop being silly kids and stuff
and beat the lower teams that we need to beat.
Yeah.
You know, like we can lose to City.
But then, do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know why it's so mad? Yeah, fam. Back in the day, but I'm not talking about Alan Shearer and them man though. I'm talking about when Alan Shearer.
Way back in the day.
No, bro. I'm talking about when them man left. Newcastle was pants for the longest, bro. Newcastle was a low-level team.
Newcastle used to be Man United.
And now,
but Newcastle could still, but they're not making top 4.
But bro, where did they finish last year?
Top four. But they're not thinking top 4.
But then if you look at if we, all right, let's bring up the league table.
Like, okay, let me tell you something in the Premier League. There's always going to be those mid-table teams. We forget that there's mid-table teams.
But you know Newcastle weren't mid-table
but
during the
there's
90s and early
obviously
2000s.
you have back in the day, it was Watford. Watford was a mid-table team that will be like they could punish you. Wolves has obviously dropped a bit, but Wolves was a side where if you go to the Molineux, wherever it's called, stadium, you will get punished. Leicester was also a tricky side. Look where they are now. I'm trying to tell you, these clubs, as the players, if Newcastle was raising their standards, that means they would not need to worry about Ishak or all these men leaving eventually. They will leave. Bro, these players can easily go because
you must say, agreed with Wayne, the way Man City have done it, it's amazing because usually what tends to happen is that, like what he's talking about, the way Newcastle are going that way, they buy players, you just have that instinct that Ishak is going to lead to a bigger club. But with Man City, that never happened. That players stayed.
Big club.
Aguero stayed.
Yes.
David Silva stayed. Yaya Torre stayed. So they actually built a collective core. Kevin De Bruyne stayed. Like, do you know what I'm saying to you? Kevin De Bruyne, like, if you, all due respect, look at Arsenal's situation, the moment when they started to build a core, the players went. That factor of being a big club wasn't there. Man City built that factor. Man United, so I get what he's saying in regards to the quality of football has reduced in aspects of us. That's why it makes it look as though the smaller clubs are looking better.
Genuinely, Man United and Chelsea are probably the easiest teams to beat in the Premier League. Like, and I'm talking about they're probably easier.
Home or away?
They're
Home or away. Man United at home.
No, United at home.
Don't do that, bro. I was surprised we even drew 2-2.
No, to be honest, I feel like United's case is a bit weird. I feel like you lot are still going through like that rebranding era that Arsenal went through still. And I feel like when it clicks for you, then I feel like the title race is back on. It's like Liverpool as well. Last season, Liverpool weren't really clicking still. Injuries, but then this season, they're clicking, but then now they have injuries again. So it's just, but I know what you mean.
Injuries was last season. This season, they're clicking, bro.
They're clicking now, but Thingy's injured now as well. Trent.
Forget Trent, bro.
No,
they have more than
Van Dijk was...
Like, as in Van Dijk was more pivotal for them than Trent. And they can still get away with it without Trent. Gomez will play right back. And Therese Castle, the creativity won't be there, but the attacking three is there, bro.
Fair enough.
Van Dijk is there, Konate is there. They have the centre backs.
Thingy ain't been the same ever since
once Man United, I don't know if they'll ever will sort out their situation, but once Man United and Chelsea sort out their situation, and actually get like,
I don't think Chelsea will sort out their situation.
I think the talks of like we got flipping. We're having a cluster. Aston Villa just chilling
with
top
Chelsea. I genuinely think they need to get a manager that's not a pushover. Like, I genuinely think if they get someone like that causes some disrupt. Like, if Jose Mourinho came back to Chelsea right now,
that would be lit.
I think that will be a problem.
I think Poch is doing a good job though.
No. When I say pushover manager, I'm talking about managers that genuinely don't even know what to do. You see, Jose Mourinho, he will literally turn the whole club upside down, and if he doesn't get his way, he's cutting. He will cause a problem, so much argument, like he will raise the standard of football. I'm not gonna lie, Sterling, like honestly, shouldn't be leading your line.
But
he shouldn't be leading your line.
I don't support Chelsea. That's them man there.
But he shouldn't be leading your line,
that side.
But obviously,
but he's doing well though.
But then this
Cole Palmer's doing well.
Sancho.
I've got a lot to say about that.
See, okay, let me say something.
And he got an assist for Royce.
Let me say something about my boy, because I was telling you guys.
Let me say something about my boy.
I'm so happy he didn't apologise, because obviously Ragnick came out just to say he had no issues with my man during his tenure at the squad. Obviously, if BVB want him back, he clearly had no issues, or they will calm with the issues. It's only my boy. It's only this manager, trophyless manager, Ten Hag, that had a problem with him. And I said it in the beginning. I know Jadon was sitting. I know he was sitting at home, He was probably chilling. He probably knew he didn't get picked in the squad. He was just tired of being a scapegoat, innit? And then you hear one interview or arts or why isn't Sancho in the squad? As if he's basically pointed out like to Ten Hag, is that did you lose this match because you didn't put Sancho? And immaturely, Ten Hag's replied saying he trained poor. Like, bro, Ferguson, all these top managers would have just replied simply saying, he's not in the squad because I didn't put him in the squad. Like, the boy's not in the squad. Like, can we have another question? He's not in. Like, why are we talking about players that are not in the squad? He addressed it by saying the players played poorly. And I know Sancho's probably tired because you remember he had to go to Netherlands. He did everything Ten Hag's way. He went to Netherlands to do what he needed to do. He's been sitting on the bench, coming back and forth from on. But all I'm saying is, if my man gets 20 goal contributions, even 15, I think 20
even
would be
10.
20 goal contributions at Dortmund. I'm not gonna lie, you gotta look at Ten Hag, innit?
But then also you gotta look at
he just needs
how many
19 more.
games? How many games?
9. Oh, it's halfway through the season.
I think they're halfway through the season.
Like 15 games, isn't it?
But they're in champs.
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh, yeah, they're in champs.
But then
I don't
again,
know
though,
if he can play,
yeah,
he might play for Man United,
Man
so
United.
he might be not eligible to play for champs.
Hey, but then also though, that's one thing though. If we're talking about quality, we need to also talk about quality in the Bundesliga, innit?
It's not.
But it's common of Harry Kane though. And Musiala and
Musiala.
But let's go back to
Musiala's
the
a
Harry
young
Kane.
boy,
Harry Kane
though.
is a world-class striker.
Yeah, he's
Like-
made his name
No,
before
but
he's gone
that's
to.
what I'm trying to say. We can't belittle the standards in the Bundesliga at all. You can't belittle it. You can't, because they've got decent teams that will punish us.
No, but when you say decent teams, bro, it's like it's
Leipzig,
Dortmund,
Dortmund,
Leipzig,
Bayern
and
Munich,
By
Bayern,
Leverkusen.
who else is there?
and Leverkusen.
Yeah.
That's about it, bro.
But
I
I'm
don't-
sure
it's
there's
shout-
more that might even punish you.
No, bro.
No, I think that's about it.
All them teams like
No.
Hoffenheim and all them teams, they'll get touched, bro.
But you know, it is about that league. They still got history. And all I'm going to say is, if Harry Kane is going to go down as a top, if he wins his Champions Leagues with Germany, with Bayern Munich, we're going to accredit him to be a top player.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And I feel like if he does that thingy, he does that thingy. But I don't think just because it's like the German league is any easier. It's like me saying, well, obviously, I do assume the Premier League's the best. But when you got like Loftus-Cheek doing his thing in Syria, like, bro, he's still doing his thing. Like, I wouldn't belittle him to say that, because it's at Dortmund, it's not that, or he might get easy. Bro, at the end of the day, Sancho walked through that change room and he looked so happy.
Yeah, no, he looked
He looked like he had
He
a
had a
breath.
smile on his
Like,
face.
because
Hey,
it's
you
just
know
like,
when you're about to link a ting, get a fresh trim, everything, like you're
you know,
ready,
you could
like.
just
Man was
tell-
looking at the badge like,
You
It
could
look
just,
like
you know, you could
it's
tell
been a
that
long
one,
time
I don't
still.
think any Man United fan would take it the wrong way, saying, is that what you're calling home? No, he's just happy. The shackles happy. Since he's come to Man United, I don't think we've ever made it like home for him, because we're a very toxic team, you know, like we're a very toxic team. You could play, like, look at Van der Beek. Bro, my man, honestly, I know he hasn't started more than 15 games this season, and that's a bold thing I'm saying.
Van der
But,
Beek?
yeah, I do not believe Van der Beek
I
started
don't
more
think
than
he started
15
more
Premier
than
League games.
Where's he
5
gone?
this season.
And he's been here for 3 seasons.
Oh, you're talking
Hasn't
about
he?
in total.
Hasn't he gone?
He's gone to one of the German teams.
It's not Frankfurt,
It might be Frankfurt still.
but he hasn't started 15 games, I believe. I might be wrong, but I don't believe he started 15 games.
What, for United or Frankfurt?
United.
Okay.
He started Van der Beek.
Van der Beek.
I don't think he
total?
started
Yeah.
10. don't
I think
he
he's talking
started
about
10.
competition.
Well,
Not
you know
In the
So-
Premier League, in the Premier League.
Oh,
So-
wait, start.
Yeah, start. Not
Whose
come off the
signing was
bench.
Oli.
No, it wasn't Oli. It
Was
was,
Oli.
it was
It
Man United
was Man
signing.
What are you
United
talking
signing.
about? Just stick to your
Under
thingy.
Oli.
It was
Just
Oli
stick to your-
signing, bro.
Hey, where's
Like,
the-
he still believes that Chelsea, the signings that Chelsea are making are
Oh no,
Pochettino
it
signing.
came out. Pochettino signed 400 M's of that 1 billion that we spent.
He's
No,
seeing.
you
Yeah.
said that was his. No,
No. But what I'm
No,
trying to
we
say
was
is
arguing-
it came out.
we was arguing about who-
Let me finish. It literally came out.
He said
Pochettino-
Cole Palmer was Pochettino signing.
He put a green light on. He put a thumbs up.
Bro, there's a difference. If you offer me a player and I say okay, that doesn't mean I wanted him.
Okay, but then you can put a thumbs down. You can
No,
say,
but
I don't want him.
But you will still add to your squad.
No, but you can say I don't want him. I don't need him. For example,
you do need him, but you don't want him.
For example, when obviously Vlahovic was linked to Chelsea, Pochettino said I don't want Vlahovic. When Dybala was linked to Chelsea, Pochettino said I don't want Dybala.
You believe he said he doesn't want this person?
He said.
I need to see that because I don't believe the managers are all your managers. I believe they're making signings they don't mind, but I don't believe that's their specific first choice players. I believe Todd Boehly is literally doing what I was doing on FIFA and
I
buying
think
bare young
his
G's.
first choice player was I think it was Olise. But at least he went to sign Moscow.
Yeah, so it makes sense to sign Cole Palmer. That would be second choice. That might be suggested.
But
Well,
that's
Cole
still
Palmer's
his
been
choice.
banging for you lot,
But
to
that's
be
still his
honest,
choice.
though.
That's what I'm
No,
trying to
that's
say.
not. But there's a difference. When a manager hasn't got his entire squad, bro, it might feel like you're managing a ghost team. That's a team that's not really mine. It's a team. I feel like every manager that's coming at to thingy, it's like they're a coach. That's it. They're coaching a team that's not theirs. They're not a manager. They're a coach. And that's what happens at Chelsea. You're just a coach. That's all your job is to do. Coach these group of lads or players and do the best you can. But when you're a manager, you get to manage the team. Do you get what I mean? Like that's
different, man.
Yeah, but then it worked before, but now it's not working.
I'm more hearing you lot ain't got space in the change room and that for your players. And
That was last season, but I still think
I
think
think
they
that's
reduced
just.
it.
I think that's just a bunch of.
And now Gallagher is about to leave. What is he?
With Chelsea, my problem with Chelsea is obviously when the new owners came through, that's fine, innit? But then the new owners came through and then they decided to just revamp the whole thing. They got rid of a foundation that was previously there. And I completely understand if you want to get rid of it. But then you take time when you're getting rid of it. And when you're getting rid of it, you do your assessment to find out if the next person that's coming into it has the knowledge to build that foundation. You don't go and get a Brighton, one of Brighton, not goalkeeper, one of Brighton, not just Harry Potter. I call him Harry Potter. Not just Graham Potter, but they got one of Brighton's directors to direct Chelsea. It doesn't make sense. You look for individuals that match Marina. I forgot her surname. Yeah. Those type of people. Then obviously you get rid of Marina at the end of the day, but that foundation is very important. So now what Chelsea's going.
But it's a bit difficult because you're not understanding Chelsea's a business. So when a business owner comes there, you're basically saying keep certain people there for the time being. But sometimes the business owner wants about a business owner. It's not about getting rid of. Sometimes he wants to revamp it.
But that's my problem.
In his own way.
If you revamp something that you've never seen to work,
yeah,
and we don't get the results, then you get the fans shouting at you. So if you're gonna revamp something, that's fine with me. You can revamp it, but then keep.
Obviously, you got the risk it didn't work.
Yeah, and look.
I genuinely think you're just missing out on some experienced players.
Yeah, I feel like is the gel, like it's like you can't. Right, you're bringing in all these young, like world-class players and that, but then
all of them are wild cards as well. All of them are wild. You know, it's just like
on the road to like Nkunku.
So tell me who's the gel to your team? Who's your
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'll say Cole Palmer's
and that's the
problem. That's the thing. You need to build the team.
Can't be the backbone.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like they need to build, like, for example,
there needs to be a glue to the team. One player that can glue to the team.
No, I don't think it's one player. We need 3 players. We need
okay. Who's the 2 players?
That's what you
don't have that. Because for me, Man City's obviously got multiple glues, but I genuinely think you could say Rodri, you could say Rodri, you could say Kevin De Bruyne.
They built the team
around
I wouldn't say any. I would say Ruben Diaz.
The goalkeeper Diaz.
I don't know about someone.
Yes, the keeper. Yes, 100% the keeper.
I'll say Kyle Walker.
Emerson, include him.
Kyle Walker's included in it.
You can include him.
I wouldn't say much of the attack though.
Oh no, I would say for me though, I
because Henderson never needed, as you can see. He hasn't played in 10 games, they won 9 games.
I agree because like the system that Arteta's put into place, like
who's your glue?
Saka.
What?
It's
Saka. Forget Saka. Saliba.
It's Saka and Odegaard, bro.
It might
it's Saka and Odegaard, bro. It sounds
I agree with it. It's Odegaard and Saka. They are very.
So Saliba is not your glue.
No, what you talk about? Who you built the team?
You got backbone to your team. Like, you know, Man United. Unfortunately, we got rid of someone, Pogba. But you see, Pogba and Bruno Fernandes together made a good backbone.
You don't do them together.
No. Players can go together. Players can combine together, can make a backbone.
Why is it us who have to do? Wait, stop. Wait. Why is it Man United you have to do duo? Why can't we have the capacity to have individual players?
What about Matic and Kante when they were at Chelsea?
But one can play and the other can't play. Together they can be a super save, but it can still be a save individual.
No, but it didn't bang as it did. Chelsea.
But it still worked. Take away if Matic wasn't available, you know Kante will still do a job, right?
No, but
if Kante was available,
yes,
you're right.
By the way, when you talk about Matic and Kante, Cesc Fabregas creeped into it.
Exactly.
And there were games where Matic had to hold the bench.
And let me screen this.
Kante was the.
Okay, but you see this. We're screaming backbones, but then when you guys are saying Man City have like 5-4, they only really have one. It's Rodri. When they don't play Rodri, they lose.
Okay, so
no, a backbone is someone that literally.
Without them, there's.
It's not. It's the team is a bit shaky.
Okay, then for us, it's definitely Saliba.
Do you get what I mean?
Saliba and Gabriel.
And they're very composed. Like, the team's just a bit shaky. That's what I'm saying. We're mentioning all these guys for Man City, but the duo was thingy. With Real Madrid, at one point, Modric and Kroos together was a very good backbone.
But super sane. But one and the other.
Yeah, but you wouldn't ever get the same stability you would get. Obviously,
because with Modric, there was a season as well. With just Modric playing, like when Kroos was a time when Kroos used to just hold the bench. Modric was doing his thing.
Cool, but Pogba can't be the backbone alone for Manchester United when you've actually got other shit midfielders.
No, but then that means
you have got it's like putting negative points on your thing. It's like it don't make sense. That's what I said. One Bruno Fernandes and combined with
but Bruno should be the.
They both
I would say Pogba.
I'll tell you what, they didn't link together. They enhanced the best ability from each other. Do you get what I mean? It's like when you're playing football. You know when there's a player that man wants to play this guy will bring the best out of me.
Basically, Ozil and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Like they'll bring the best out of each other. But you know when they're not playing together, they can still do their thing. And that's why Bruno really did not want Pogba to leave.
I understand.
He did not. And that's why
I understand what you're saying.
That's why it don't make sense. Like, I think
you're right.
Talk sport. As long as Ten Hag keeps playing Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes against any team with any
fragile midfield, bro.
It's the most fragile.
You got two fragile, bro.
Maybe not Bruno Fernandes, but Eriksen is so fragile.
That's
Eriksen's fragile.
I think you can play Eriksen, but you can't play. If you're gonna do that, you have to be playing Bruno Fernandes out wide.
I'm sorry to say,
you can't play. And I disagree. I think Eriksen should be on the bench.
No, Eriksen's a baller.
I do think he should be on the bench.
He's a last 10-minute man now.
No, I don't.
He's not a starter.
No. Because obviously, if you don't have any plans as a manager to bench Bruno Fernandes, then you got to look at Eriksen. This is why I don't get about the treatment about Van der Beek. You got to look at Eriksen and be like, yo, like until my man.
I think he offers the same.
Until my man. The only difference with Eriksen is he's through balls and stuff like that. It's a bit easier to play with. The problem with him is. The problem with Bruno Fernandes is I'm trying to tell people Bruno Fernandes is more of a number 8 than a cam than a number 10. He will drop deep, collect the ball, drive forward, but he's not always going to constantly drive forward. But he needs that ability to bounce 1-2, and sometimes he's like an all around. He's
a free run. He's a free run player.
Yeah, so he can bring the ball forward. But the problem is when him and Eriksen are together, your DM's always going to be exposed. And Man United do this thing where the defenders drop deep, like whereas Man City don't drop.
Spotlight.
So when they drop deep, then you're asking the DM to do all the work. Why do you think Amrabat and Casemiro, they can't really do much because they're literally running everywhere? That's why I genuinely think Man United should be just playing the formation 4-2-3-1, and it doesn't work with McTominay because when McTominay's in that 2, he goes up. You're saying with a 4-3-3 again.
It goes back to a 4-4-2.
Yeah, like it just goes back to being stupid. You got to literally find another midfielder that can play as a partnership. Like you actually need to make a stability.
But you lot are saying this, but he sold the lights of people like Fred and that. I don't get it.
No, I don't know.
No, but do you know what it is? I hear it. You saw people like Fred. We wanted this somebody as well. I hear it. We wanted De Jong. Yeah.
I don't think we wanted him last season.
No, not last season because he wasn't. That was impossible. Yeah, no. We wanted Young initially, and he was meant to be the tiki taka. He was going to be the foundation, the core to that midfield, and I think we would have won that league that season. Oh my lord, what could have been?
No, you see the season where we bought it, Oli. See the season when Man United bought it. When they had Sancho, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Rashford.
Yeah, that was a super.
That was a peak Rashford as well.
That was the. You see that team there, that team and Sancho, that team. If you had a manager that can work with a Carlo Ancelotti, that team will bang. You know why that will bang?
And we had Varane in defence as well.
You know exactly what to do.
Lord.
You had Varane in defence, and Maguire wasn't that bad.
Maguire was that bad that season.
And you had Wan-Bissaka.
And
you had De Gea.
You had the bad.
Twinkle my timber.
Shall I tell you the problem is? In that squad there, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sure that was okay as well. Roberto.
Fred has to be one of the fundamental pieces in that squad because you need to make Fred play along with Pogba, but his job is literally just clean up.
BTEC Kante, literally clean up.
Clean up. Not even BTEC Kante, because I don't want you high up the field tackling. I want you to literally be. You see, if the centre back can't tackle and he gets being,
you turn on your boosters, bro, and go.
Or you put on another centre back and you convert one of these centre backs into another DM position.
Lindelof used to do that.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Lindelof was a DM.
Because that squad there was, on paper, bro, no one should have beat us.
Here's all of this new counter-attack, that's what I'm saying.
No, do you get what I mean?
Counter-attack, 3-5-2.
And that was the punishment we said.
He tried to play Ronaldo wing back.
Bro, But all I'm trying to tell people, no one. I don't think Chelsea. No one's actually let me let you know this. Man United fans this year, like probably I won't even go into it because that'll be for the next episode. We have I don't think Era's shouting anymore. This year, I think it's been one of our worst. I think this one's literally nearly rock bottom. You know why it's rock bottom? Because other seasons there's a glimmer of hope because it's close. Every season was closer to when we won the Premier League. Now we're at the furthest away because obviously we're the furthest away naturally. This one's hitting hard because last season he came second. I still wasn't convinced third. I wasn't convinced we're coming third, but we managed to do. We made the Champions League. Do you get what I mean? And the season before that, then obviously Ole got sacked and Ragnick he'd run fuckeries. He scouted many players for us to sign, but and I hate when managers do that because you can scout. It's like what Arsene Wenger did. You have so many players that you can scout, but did they come to us? Would they come to us?
No, but that's because United themselves rejected to
sign Mbappe.
He didn't put Mbappe forward.
Who was the players?
He put. Well, Ole, for example. Ole, for example, he put forward Haaland. Yeah, 2 seasons ago. No, when he was at Malde, he would have came to us.
Then that doesn't make.
Listen. You asked me to list. He was still getting goals, bro. I'm not saying what we could have done. Listen, let me finish.
By the way, he went to Red Bull Salzburg.
Red Bull Salzburg,
and he thinks that
development. Let me finish. We could have still bought the player and sent him out on loan. That's a possibility. To the club that wanted him after that.
No, but the way life works, you think so you think we would just?
I'm just saying. Speaking on me.
He wouldn't have got no game time at us, knowing him.
That's what I said. Send him out on loan.
Okay, who else?
We had Sesko. He's at Leipzig. Sesko. He's a striker. Very good striker. Sesko. Go check him out. Sesko. You don't know who Sesko is?
No, but carry on.
Yeah. Who else did he speak? Who else did he talk about? He spoke about this player Caicedo. When he was very cheap before he went for 150.
That guy shit.
No, he's not. Just because he doesn't get goals and assists. Actually watch this game, bro. Bro, he actually moves the ball.
Wait.
I don't think Caicedo was there.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think he's rubbish.
Can we stop talking about Chelsea? We all know that we're going through.
Caicedo's shit.
No, I'm not getting.
Caicedo's not shit. He's
not shit.
He's in a worth half of the players.
I'm gonna be sorting this. Pochettino doesn't know what he's doing. That's what it is.
Can I say something about Caicedo?
If Caicedo paid for a better manager,
you would have made the flip.
If he was in a system with a better manager, you guys would be like, Caicedo is good. If you watch him, you know the kid is good. But Pochettino doesn't know what he's doing.
It's too expensive.
Wait.
I think I think you have to be good when you're 100 million.
There's still more, by the way.
What
was it?
Okay, wait. Say yours.
Go on then.
Yeah, cool. So Caicedo. Who else is there? We had Darwin Núñez. That my man brought forward. What's his name?
Right, are we not lucky we didn't get him?
You said me to name players. I'm not saying.
But you lot love fucking up players though.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that. Who else is there? Bro, I've given you nothing. I've given you nothing less than 6 players, bro.
He did.
What did he say?
The man said Di Maria won the World Cup after he left.
He actually did it?
Yeah.
My point is that I've named at least 5-6 players to you, bro. Who I think would be better than Hodgson, a striker.
Yeah, I you know what it is with
But I do rate Hodgson. Don't disrespect my man's name. I'm a fan of him, innit? But my point is that he's not giving anything else.
It's hard to rate anyone at Manchester United when Ten Hag doesn't know what he's doing.
For me though, like it does say a lot because obviously, okay, fair enough. We're gonna throw that quality statement out the window on this occasion. innit? Your first game back, you already have like a massive goal contribution in it. I'm not gonna lie, Sancho. So I'm not gonna lie, Sancho, yeah, I need him to get at least 20. Yeah, this is 5 goals, 15 assists, something like that. Just to let him know that, alright, cool, I'm not the problem, innit? I feel like I'm glad you got freed, free the man them, bang your doors, you can't lock me down. I'm glad that you got free and that, but we'll now see. However, like 2 factors. If Man United now underperform significantly and then Sancho wins like a major trophy this season, then Eric needs to be out, like completely.
All that, the way I see it right now is this season is also even very big for Sancho. Like literally, this 6 months, is make or break. Because if he breaks, Ten Hag's right, all that stuff. But if
that's what I'm saying.
If he does his thing, then we should be good still.
I don't even think he needs 15, 20. All he needs is 12.
Yeah,
12. 6 goals, 6 assists.
Yeah, that's
12 goal contributions.
Because you lot need
what?
12 right now.
Where are we getting that from? Where are we getting that from?
Garnacho, innit? No, Garnacho.
No, do you know Garnacho's good. I like him. I like him. He's a bright young talent.
I think he's the type of player that buys into what managers tell him.
Yeah.
To do, innit?
Who?
Garnacho.
No, that guy just cares about CR7 and looking pretty on camera.
And then Suri for flipping speed.
But that's a wrap for today. I think hopefully we should be back with another episode very soon. I think we went over all the talking points still. As we always say, follow the Honest Game on Instagram, on TikTok and
YouTube.
YouTube too.
Can't forget YouTube, guys.
We're everywhere.
Come on, guys. We need to get the funds in. Follow us on YouTube.
Man. Make us rich.
Make us rich, and you